Welcome. Hello. There we go. Stream setup. Gonna turn down the music a little bit. The beautiful music. Just gotta make sure it's low enough. How are you guys doing? Gonna keep well, I didn't really have a plan for the stream. I think I'm gonna stream playing the game until like for a couple hours and then see where it goes from there. Yesterday I played for about 5 hours. A lot of exploring, carefully combing over the game, trying to figure out how it goes. Hello Yuria, what's popping? Welcome. We are starting soon. Now, Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon made a strong first impression. And now we have left the prologue area. It's all set up to learn the game. Classic video game thing to do. But it's clunky, it's rough around the edges. I would not call it polished. Weird things like the boss shows up and breaks through the ground, which is supposed to be like a cool cinematic moment, but at the same time the game is frozen in time as a tutorial pop-up literally pops up, right, to explain a mechanic. That was very jarring. You have other things like fire is not 3D, it's just a 2D sprite being looped that is always towards you. You know, like a 2.5D game like Duke Nukem would do back with the Nintendo 64 or whatever console you played on. And it does a Skyrim thing. You know, I don't know which game did it first, but it does the classic Skyrim thing of you sprint around, you train athletics, you jump around, you train agility, stuff like that. Alright? You sneak around, you train your sneaking skill. Which obviously has its flaws and can easily break the game, but for now I'm gonna lean into the game to be immersive and just try to play the game like how the game wants to be played and see if that achieves what it wants to do. Last game, and I think we can swap over now and start off into the game. I love the Dwarf Fortress music, so I always have a good time with that. Alright, let's see, we got like 5 viewers here. Your character or the one from last night? We will continue the one from last night. I want the... when we play, right? I want to continue with the story. We started off on the hardest difficulty. It has 3 difficulty. We started with the hardest on Iron Man, and that was a fun experiment. It definitely had me going. Now we died after about 7 enemies. We died, and the game is unforgiving. But the unforgiving nature of the game, it makes it a bit more immersive, but it also shows the limits of the game, that it's quite what is the right word? It's not very sophisticated, is my first impression. But we will play the game and push it to its limits. I just want to play it naturally and see if it functions. Yesterday, the first time, you know, it's a honeymoon period. And now I'm looking at it a bit more cynical. I looked at a couple of Steam reviews. Alright. There we go. Now I will turn off the music and switch over. Is it a roguelike, permadeath and all that? No, this is... this is like a Skyrim-like game. First person, your open world, role-playing game. But I guess I'm not even sure if I would call it open world, because the story... You have a main story to follow. We are trapped with King Arthur, or at least his spirit, and he wants to be brought back, but it appears to be more complicated than that. King Arthur and his subjects fled to Avalon to escape the Red Death, a plague ravaging the homelands. Last time, we ended here in this cave. And this is where we are going to continue. Now I will return to the surface to show a few things. Now it must be night because the other guy was sleeping. No. We arrived on the shores. On these shores. With the boat and started off going uphill. Now, oh, apparently I did not sleep, so the sun is coming out. And here's one statue of King Arthur being worked on by this guy.
Some folks have grand ideas. Me? I just do what needs doing.
He's carving up the finger to collect some of the valuables. Now, there's lots of places to go, but for now I will continue the miner's tunnel. Yes. There is spellcasting. Now, if you look at the inventory, I have a couple different sets of weapons. And one of them is called Burning Ember. And you can pick them up like items. So I picked up Burning Ember and Blood Transfusion, which are two different spells that do different things. One of them shoots blood to hurt the enemy like projectile, but you can heal with it by draining the enemy life. The other one shoots firebolts like a small fireball. And that's what we do. For now, I got some equipment. Not quite sure what I want to do with all of that. Can look over some of our items. Every time I craft a new item, it has a symbol. I'm not sure if it's the first time or every time it's a new item. I hope it's the first time because it's a bit annoying to keep track of it all the time. I could level up, but I'm gonna need an opportunity to achieve that. Now we have some quests to cover. A world to win. King Arthur asked me to find more pieces of his soul in order to bring him back. Then we also learned that Caradoc, the knight who broke me out from the island asylum, wanted to steal Excalibur from the Horns of the South. And it seems that to do so, they were supposed to meet with captain of this place, a man called Brandon. And so he gave me a pin so I can talk. And I have a side quest of Unforgettable. The husband of one of the Red Priest's victims must be wondering what happened to Catherine. She died in childbirth. If one of the cells at the island asylum. Should I tell the husband the truth? Now I do not know where she is. And we have a skill tree of different skills. So for now, I'm leaning into the practicality. We can sell items, be more profitable. I could also have one where potions require less alcohol. Recycle resource when crafting. Fishing rods are more durable. You're more likely to catch bigger fish. I'm not sure if any of those are good. I can craft arrows at a campfire at a later point. Now let's go with that for now, that we lean into becoming better at crafting. Now, I don't think I can... Oh, I cannot level up. It's weird. So, I believe I have to place a campfire, you know, at some place to level up. We also have a cooking pot here, and I can use the recipes to cook with. I don't have any material. Last session I've spent all ingredients. So it's all empty. What's up? Welcome, Elf Hunter. We have killed some corpse eaters down here. And I went offline and explored this area a little bit. And below us is a creature that we have slain. I wonder if the body is still here. Oh, it looks to be gone. We've slain like a big rat-like creature. Now there's a hole. Do we go down? I believe we do. Gonna double check the audio. Increasing it a little bit. I've collected some iron ore. It will be mine. An old campfire. A bit of water. We found a pearl of 4 tortoises. A reaper shroud. Alright. Let us see what this thing is. It is charged by killing. It stuns and pushes back all nearby enemies. It's a magic. And a pearl that inflicts burn. I have no idea what that means. So it's an item that I hold. Okay. Splash concoctions. Interesting. Wolf call. So savage. We can summon wolves now. Remove the summons, restoring mana cost used for initial summoning based on the current health. Or we can remove the summon and restore my health on its current health. We found a meteorite rock. A geographer's journal. They say I'm chasing shadows, but I'll search every patch of these lands if there's something new to be found. Folk think I'm mad, but what do they know of discovery? I'll go where others won't, even if it means pushing past common sense. There's talk in the old writings of a cave with the western shore, where people once knew things, ways to heal, they say. But maybe there's more to it. Who knows what's waiting in those dark places? Guess I'll see for myself. And then, months later, lies. All lies. He had a ring. Ink that increases movement speed. Got a hailstone. Don't know what that is. A double. Silk gloves. Trousers, boots, silk hat. Yeah, give me all of your stuff. The hailstone shoots ice. Okay. And we got an outfit. I guess I could put it on. Got a sail cat. I have 2 different versions. Now I am a beautiful man. The horns of the south. Beware of the weirdness. The primordial fog shrouding parts of Avalon can alter both mind and body. Well. Ah. That took the wind out of me. I was not ready for this fight. Now, did this heal me? I believe it said it does. A feral charm. Do more physical damage. Yes, it does heal. We will take the monster parts. It is the part is reminiscent of Witcher. You know, the brewing and alchemy of using monster parts to achieve that. It leans into that. Now I do not know where I am or where I want to go. I'm just discovering the place. I have a map. Okay, Horns of the South. I have a quest marker. Okay. I was unaware of the map. It's gonna give us some direction. Now there is an axe. I want to see if I can use this here. No, it did not work. It does say it allows for lumbering, but I do not know what that means. Let's climb. I must do my calisthenics. I see 3 wolves. The wolf ran back. It actually reset. Now that I have seen a few complaints that NPCs will reset, which I really don't like. That makes it feel like an MMO. It is certainly not as natural. But even if an NPC resets, right, on the stone, it shouldn't take resetting right at the bridge. The range should be much larger, it feels like. Otherwise, it breaks the immersion of being in the world too quick. Which the game is all about the style so far, about the immersion of well, it's the fallen king of Avalon, right? The Tainted Grail. It wants to lean into the weirdness, which means you want to cover up your game mechanics somewhat to not break the immersion of playing the game. Do I have a compass? Yes, I do, above my head. Well, the ruined market square. We can give it a... Oh. I was not ready.
You made a big mistake. You'll regret this.
A desperate peasant. I hear more music. There we go. That's the guy.
I will bleed you.
Easy enough. I will say the summons, as one might expect if you played enough games. You know, hey, you can summon something that's really going to mess up the enemy AI. What to focus, how to fight. Oh, we can craft a bloodsucker potion. Let's do that. Now, I can have 3 wolves, but one of them appears to be stuck over there. Well, this looks foreboding. Giant stuck on a giant rock. He notices me.
Fight like a milkmaid. I will bleed you.
I do not need his broken weaponry.
Something's not right.
He fell apart before he died. Could not stand his ground. Now, the market square is marked on the map, so I can find this location again. That horse. Too bad. Yeah, everything is destroyed here. This is in ruins, I guess. A chest. A poniard.
You have to do better.
You have to do better than this. Well, I did. I did, and you died. I guess there was no need to slay them all. But they did attack me first. I will not let myself be taken for a sucker. Now we can improve ourselves. I'm gonna increase my practicality for now. So I get a bonus for cooking, for alchemy, for crafting. The price of sold goods. The price of selling goods is increased by a lot, so that's gonna make collecting items and selling them much more profitable. which I like to start that way in a lot of games. Give myself options and see what feels good to play. And we can also increase both. Or I can start crafting arrows at a campfire. I think for now we will double down on their mercantile skills of selling items, making it incredibly profitable.
I suppose it has. A pity it has become a hunting ground for bandits. But do not worry, my friend. Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this island to the glory it deserves, the King's Road included.
I will fulfill my... The weird night woke up. Now the dash mechanic, it trivializes some of the combat. I have 2 dashes, and after that my dash is lower, but I can still dash. Imperial Cobweb. Alright. Oh, I'm actually overweight. I picked up too many things. Hold on. How do I... Can I sort by weight? I do not know. It'll drop some of the random bits. Those are heavy. Unexceptional, unidentified item. Identify this item. Okay. I believe I can drop a bunch of weapons. But I also want to sell those, actually. Alright, I was able to rest again. I like this strategy for now. A letter from a shady merchant. Pay attention, you morons, because my patience is running thin. I need a hanged man's notes, an ogre's right toe, and a couple of drowner tongues, and trust me, I can tell the difference between a drowner tongue and a dead horse's tongue, because I, unlike you, I'm not a complete idiot. If you try to swindle me one more time, our deal is over. And stop asking for money up front. You bring me the goods, you get the money. That's it. End of story. P.S. You can bring me the hanged man's tongue, though. Might be useful. A nose and an ogre's right toe. That is very specific. What is my location? To the east. This is the way down. A fast travel point. Whoa, hold on. There we go. The corpse eater was directly behind the fast travel point. That is funny. Oh, this does look interesting. Now this archer is in. This is very pitiful. It might be dangerous if there are more enemies involved. The deer has been slain. Now I've just chucked a bunch of ingredients into the pot. Let it randomly craft and find out if I can learn the recipe. I like that option. It's a good way to...
It's not right.
Now I do not want to slip. There we go. I like the blue shirt.
We ain't safe here. I'll take you down with me! I will bleed you! in the soil. Didn't see that
There we go. Satin trousers. That will do. Alright.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh my god, the wolves are pushing me as
Give
well.
up now. You're no match for our lad. More money. For a world apart. Not even yet. You're no match for our lad.
Now is this cheesing, guys? It might be. I really don't like how all of those wolves can just push you out of place. Real easy, real quick. He did heal himself. Interesting.
Gold belongs to us. This is going to hurt. We'll make it short working.
I was a bit scared there. He took one swing at me and I ate a lot of damage. He did throw something.
This is my lucky day.
Oh my god!
Give up now.
What? Yes. That was not good. Well, let's see what happens. If he resets and is back to full life, that's gonna be disappointing. But I'm not sure what else could have happened from this. It does look like he reset. Oh god. Saying I'll take you down with me mid-fall is a very bold claim. No.
You're only making me angrier. No, you'll regret this. Your gold belongs to us. Your wealth is ours. Your gold belongs to us.
I've been slain. I've been slain. 2 hits. Alright. Which does make him the strongest enemy we have faced so far.
I think you need to parry moves, that's it.
My wife is backseat gaming me while watching. That's
What did you
of
do?
course. The place where I fell down before. I think we had a simple strategy. What? The body glitching in and out of existence. I'm not sure what it means. Did all the enemies respawn? That the humans are gone? But we killed that corpse eater before. Alright, gonna make a quick save here. I will take this other path. See what we find in the tower. Cherry pie. I think I'm slow again. Yes, I am. I got a hatchet. I cannot carry it for now. Or the short sword. I like summoning the wolves. That spell appeals to me. I could use shield some more. I might have to drop some of the weapons. Got a poniard. Alright. The hatchet is too heavy. The rusty battle axe might... This looks like an improvement. A gentle improvement, but it does. This claymore needs more strength. So, because I don't have free strength, I do less damage. But it's also stronger. I will drop the battle axe in that case. I can also select a bow and use a light bow instead of the other one, because the pure damage numbers work out for me. Now that's a bit weird. There's a crossover for damage, right? Now fine wine is blue, which means it's a... Oh, it's of better quality, so it's more expensive, I see. Oh, we got an alchemy station. So increasing lifesteal with the bloodsucker potion. But I cannot use the potions easily. That's that is what concerns me. Now we have increased alchemy from 15 to 17. 4 dex, 4 perception. Decrease stamina cost of dashes with a bow, while a bow is equipped by 5. Stamina cost. Okay, the dashes are less stamina. Now, I do love my new trousers. They are beautiful. But we should put on some strong pants for the fight. Also, maybe a piece of armament. We could use the mana ring. I do enjoy the other ones I'm wearing right now. I can barely move while falling. That's too bad. I was hoping I have a bit more agility. Well, the dogs pushed me off. The dogs literally pushed me off the wall, sent me to my death. This game, holy! I mean, this is jank. This is actually jank. This is horrible. That should never happen. What does it mean? The game doesn't want you to be in the way of a summoner.
Your money.
Well, he just died this time. I just killed him. Dogs be like, long live the king. Moonshine. A keeper's tag. This keeper has seen better days. A shadow blade. Do more damage while sneaking. There is literally a wooden club plus 2, guys. It's just a wooden club plus 2. This club, it's just better. How? Why? Well, because +2, of course. A bit, well, it's showing its video game colors. The Mask of a Looter. You can do more critical damage. I don't think I'm taking advantage of this, so I will put the head on. Calm the Fingerless's head. Branded skin. So those are quest items. Keeper's tag. Yeah. Now, I need to sell some items. So, we will find a way out of here. Let's go down.
Off the leash, are we? They must have had their fun with you. Who had you as their plaything? The church? The druids? Some band of cutthroats? Ah, but it doesn't matter now that you're free.
How do you know something happened to me?
You look wretched, and you smell like death. I've seen people like you before. Broken, worn down, dragged through the mud. If you've had enough of it all, I could grant you an honorable death. In a proper duel, you lived like a cur, but you could die like a knight. Wouldn't that be just splendid? Just say the word.
Who are you?
I'm Avalon, a knight. I swore my sword to my lady's will, and she kept me close, until she had no more use for me. Now, I walk alone, but a shadow never strays too far. Yes, off you go.
Wow. The disrespect. The wolves are gonna push me off, aren't they? Edgar, the Protector. Devoted guardian of Prophet Kai, Edgar battled the scourge of the Red Death, aiding in the founding of the Red Church and the Island Asylum. His dedication saved countless lives during a time of despair. May his memory be praised and never forgotten. Why did I get a one-handed skill from reading the text? I will smell the roses. A chest. Yeah, I will just guess correctly the first try. and take it all, as you do. A man, fallen, dead. Now this looks like an enemy to me. That wasn't too bad. I could go down, but we will go up first. The wolves snarling all the time does make me jumpy. Also that these walking meats of venison run around is it's also very weird. God damn it, wolf. Get off my spawn. Antler friend. There we go. Now I will quick save. Let's see how it goes. Hello, hello. Get up, soldier, the enemy's coming. Your money or your life.
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
No. More like I could have stabbed you, and I didn't. You couldn't. You're so drunk you can barely hold your sword. I'm a traveler. Yeah, no. You couldn't. More like I could have stabbed you, and I did not.
Alright, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh?
Here. I have this pin. I was told I'd find safe haven.
This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Oh, mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
Calm down.
If it weren't for their stupid rules, I'd punch you in the face, you patronizing jerk. Get lost! What did I tell you? Leave me the hell alone.
I want to apologize. We got off the wrong foot.
Huh. That's a first. I don't put much stock in heartfelt apologies as a rule. So what do you want?
We both found ourselves in similar situations. I should have been more understanding. Does he say I'm sorry quite loud enough? I can just give her money. Why? Why? What? Fuck. What a simp move. That's so stupid. I will try my perception.
Why don't you try again, Silver Tongue?
Yeah.
What did I tell you? Leave me the hell alone.
I want to apologize.
I'm waiting.
Give wealth. Simping simulator, finally. I don't want to give her wealth, guys. Just to apologize. That is so stupid. Now, I do want to know what this character is about. But not that much. So, I take my loss. Well. The head of Sinan the Giant. In an abandoned village, the bandit known as Sinan the Giant, wanted for murder and robbery. Extremely strong and dangerous, do not approach alone. Be cautious of his two-handed sword. The head of Silent Celia, often wearing a black coat and wielding dual daggers. A dangerous assassin. Celia the Spectre, Silk Shade, Celia Sinclair, Saffron Sheborn, wanted for multiple murder, robbery, and theft. The head of Fingerless Comb, missing fingers on the left hand, is wanted for countless crimes against the people of Camelot, including treason, murder, and robbery. He leads a group of outlaws known as Colm's Dozen. Well, it's a dozen less, that's for sure. Rusty Artgall, collapsed bridge along the King's Road. Red hair, infamous bandit, Rusty, also known as Crimson Artgall. He's wanted for crimes against Camelot. His list of offenses includes murder, robbery, extortion, and the desecration of holy sites. He commands a group of equally vile outlaws. Oh, I see. There's a steel icon if I take stuff.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
You are a representative?
That's correct. My name is Lillian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the Keepers to fight.
Camelot knows about the bandits. Why did they not send the army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
What happened with the tell me about the situation
There are
with the
rumors
tribes.
that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it'll end?
What happened with the
Well,
druids?
you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it.
They were killed for human sacrifices?
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Were all the druids killed?
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him?
Tell me.
His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaudyard came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
A civil war?
I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgane would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
I can see that.
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
Must be boring for you.
Oh, you have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagine I'd be a little closer to the action, you know? Fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs. Or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead, the only stories I hear are when those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls.
If you like hearing about fighting so much, why aren't you a warrior?
I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life.
Blood, scars, and stumps. Those are your fantasies?
Yeah, I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one. And there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am.
Guys, this man, this boy, I want to kill him so badly. He deserves to die. What if nobody claims bounties and the bandits roam freely?
Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Sir Galahad sounds like a force to be reckoned with.
No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
Do you have any other tidbits like that? Oh god.
Oh, sure, plenty.
Why?
Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments? If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin. I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land. I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know.
I'm collecting a bounty.
Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything. Again? You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar, or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward. Incredible! You're a born killer, aren't you? Instead of just taking out bandit scum, how about hunting something bigger? There's an ogre, a really nasty son of a bitch, holed up in a nearby brook. I've heard that one swing of his hammer can turn a bear into a bloodbath. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The brook is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
I want the reward for killing the bandit leader.
Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board.
I took care of Fingerless Colm.
That's the carcass of Fingerless Colm, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would. Go chop off some heads. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
It creeps me out that he thinks I'm like him. There wasn't much of a choice. The bandits, of course, just attacked me.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone new here. Welcome, welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier?
You seem distracted.
Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. And then fish, fish, and more fish. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food. And I'd kill for a slice of that pie.
Couldn't you just make it yourself?
As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we can stick our complaints up our asses.
I don't disagree. I could try, if you can remember the recipe. This might be a good moment to increase my my recipe book.
Really? Sure, I remember it well. Here you go.
I will increase my perception. It appears to allow me talk more. Have a bit more leeway. Also, we want to be a master salesman. I will make all of the money. Let us see what we can cook. Mom's pie. Flour, egg, blueberry. Simple enough.
Just another peaceful moment.
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
You don't get many visitors.
Not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
I have the pen.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
You recognize it?
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
Thank you for the compliment. You mentioned you're on lockdown.
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Feargus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
What do you mean about the shit show everywhere?
Sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
I just arrived here. Tell me more about the bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villagers started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names.
and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now too.
What about the weirdness in Grubwood?
Yes, that damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
Dalreda took over the All-Mother Temple?
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. Couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Is anything positive going on?
I heard that dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Do you have any work?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Apprenticeships should be paid. Sure, teach me. What is it? Apprenticeships should be paid. Yes, the apprentice should do the pay.
Fair thought. Truth is, I don't really need an apprentice. But if you're keen to learn, the real payment's in the skills. A trade like this will serve you better than any coin I could give.
Oh, shit, coin is always better. This is... The guy who wrote this does not understand that... If we talk about like medieval ages... Right. It was the apprentice, or more likely the parents of the apprentice, that would pay the master to take their son to take them under his wing and teach them. To pay for his services teaching the craft to somebody. So so it's a bit jarring to see that, oh yeah, of course he should be paid. Like, no, he shouldn't.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
I will agree to this. Monster brain, leather, and iron ore. A broken item has been created. Let's try to fix some arrows first. We can take the deer pelt and turn that into leather. Now I want to look into his shop and sell a few things, especially weapons. I'm just gonna sell everything. We can keep the poniard. I do not know if I'm gonna use it, but I want to keep it. You can sell the broadsword. Keep the rest. The light bow can go. Those magical items we can keep. They are lights. Now there's a beautiful hat. I will sell the hood. I do not need the silk hats. They are not my style. But I will keep the nobleman's outfit. Maybe it will open some doors for me. Now I broke all of the items trying to craft a simple cap. That is frustrating. That is very, very frustrating. Attach a relic. Armor weight reduction. A sharpening stone and copper ore. I like that. Tell me what the Horns of the South were like in your times.
Ah, the Horns of the South. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted Grail when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse. eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights, so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keep has grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
Things are quiet.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work. So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Sure. What do you need, pal?
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand.
I understand, I understand, I understand. Those are my choices. I can understand 3 different ways.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out of wrongs, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
Sure, I'll do it.
Splendid! When you have the documents, meet me at the 3rd crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
Let's go to jail. But, you know, willingly.
What do you need? This is a prison, not a museum. We don't admire here. We punish. At least, that's what they tell me to say. I'm supposed to be intimidating. Grrr. So the prisoners are scared of me.
What is this dialogue? For a prison guard, you seem pretty content.
Because I am. I asked for this post. Just to get some peace, quiet, and warmth. No useless small talk. No shrieking seagulls. And none of that cursed biting wind. I'm telling you, it's heaven. And I get to read my books, too. So if you've got anything interesting, I'd be glad to trade.
Got anyone interesting here?
Usually, it's nothing but interesting, folks. I'm telling you.
In these crazy times, every one of them comes in with some wild tale. But right now, quiet as can be. Good thing I've got my books. All my adventures are in there these days.
He just sells me lockpicks, guys. There's also poison arrows. A cut-off hand. It's a hand that is stuck on a sword. What did you expect? Why? Why? I can buy a cut-off hand and use it as a weapon in this game. There is a smuggler's dagger, grants 10 gold after killing an enemy. I could just stab people and get rich. A thief's medallion, increase sneak damage. And moss from a cursed well. This does sound interesting. I will buy some. There are iron throwing knives and they count as consumable. They sell for cheap. I got a bunch of junk here, and I try to get rid of some of it. Well, I can open this. Let's see what happens.
Who are you? What do you want? I don't recognize your face.
You're a keeper. Why are you in a cell?
I am. They told me it's for my safety, and the safety of others. I don't like it. The keep is supposed to be my home, and yet here I am, locked in a damn jail.
What happened to you?
That cursed madman from the refugee group bit me. I think his name is Cole. The boys told me he's locked up in a cage now. Good. That's the proper place for animals like him. By the All Mother, if I'd known he was carrying some foul disease, I wouldn't have gone near them.
Why did he bite you?
He's just mad. I told the others the group of refugees would bring no good here. And as you can see, I wasn't wrong. Cursed bastards.
How would you describe what's happening to you?
Damned if I know. Whenever I've had a fever or cold before, I could always explain it. But this, I can't find the words. Sometimes it feels like I'm fading away. Like the part of me that makes me who I am is disappearing. I don't know how to describe it. And there's a voice at times. It calls to me. Each night it draws nearer.
What is this voice?
Like a dreadful howl. Not at all human, that's for sure. At times, I hear our words within it. But more often, it's like a noise from deep within the bowels of the earth. Like something very wicked.
Can I help you?
The medic and that red priest both came to see me. Both shrugged, offering no cure. Heber says I should wait. But if you've got anything stronger to drink, I wouldn't say no. It might ease the pain. Even just for a little.
I have a choice. Here, take it. And I got wine, got moonshine, I got whiskey. Let's give him some whiskey.
Thanks. That's really nice of you.
I will leave.
Hold fast and steer clear of those strangers.
Hello. Anything I cannot help you with? Off you go then.
It feels weird. There's something. Hold on. Yeah, it does feel like some of the characters are basically LARPing. it's weird to describe. They don't act natural. I chopped some wood. The wood has been chopped. I am a chopper of woods.
You're back! Hi! See you next time!
You alright, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
No, I haven't. Who's Cole?
Hey, what a mess.
Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high.
Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage. Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers.
Why?
I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Why don't you give her the flowers yourself? I'm just doing everything now. It's funny to me. Oh wow, they have a whole quarry here. All right.
Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Lighthouses. Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough? Is it because one is less than two and less is worse? I mean, two lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one, and ships don't even sail this way anymore.
If not two lighthouses, then what?
Two taverns, of course. One to drink in, and the second for when you're already drunk. Ha!
What do you mean the ships don't sail anymore?
Aye. Why would they? The waters are treacherous, so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination. Besides, who'd have the time to build or repair them? There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more.
Tell me something about the horns.
Well, not much going on here, as you can see. Things have been a bit different lately, due to the refugees. One was even hanged for theft. But I can't say much more as I wasn't there. If you're interested in the horns, you should visit our museum. You'll learn more about that fella, Swal, or whatever his name is.
What do you think about the refugees?
As long as they follow the rules, they can stay. And if they don't, then they can hang. That's all. Folks are saying that there's some other group, probably more dangerous, not so far from here. If they come closer, well, that wouldn't be too good.
Museum?
Aye, it's boring, but at least you don't have to pay to enter. But almost nobody goes there anyway.
What can one do here?
You can stay here and serve. Sit in the tavern, drink and eat something. If you're looking for an adventure, you'll have to go elsewhere. There's always something happening out in the world. But you know what? Here in the south, everything happens late. It's a big world out there, and a small one right here.
I see.
From a financial standpoint, makes absolutely no sense.
The keeper is not wrong. Who would build a second lighthouse? Oh wow, even picking flowers counts as stealing. This game is a bit weird.
Just keep your head down. Bloody seagulls! Can you hear me? You flying vermin! Just try landing here and I'll pluck your asses clean. A keep by the sea. What a great idea that was. And what do you want?
Why are you so fixated on seagulls?
I'm fixated. Me? Oh, you didn't see what they did to me a week ago. I was just standing watch as usual, and then, suddenly, splat. A dozen of them flying overhead, screeching, shitting and whatnot. So, I yelled what I think about them, shaking my fist. And then another 4, splat. And they kept screeching. I tell you, they're laughing at me. I spent all night cleaning my armor. Sewell didn't think it through when he decided where to put the keep, mark my words.
Guess he didn't like what he said about them.
And I don't like how you seem to think I'm a fool. So, what now? Should I shit on you for that? I don't think so. I once managed to shoot a few. I thought they'd learned their lesson and wouldn't be flying over here anymore. And guess what they did? They kept shitting. With increased force. Like they're planning it. Vengeful scoundrels. I need to try a different strategy. Silly. Find something that will make them feel real terror. Like the way crows are afraid of scarecrows in fields. I'm sure seagulls also have something that scares them. We just need to find out what it is.
I can help. I can take care of the problem for price. Tough luck you'd have to survive. I don't know, don't you think you're overreacting? Think I can help him out. He's innocent enough, and it's amusing.
Oh, thank you. I just need you to bring me some kind of a bird scarer. They'll learn their lesson and keep away from me. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's anyone crazy enough to take up something like this. There is one guy in the museum, Riderick. He's supposed to know everything.
Alright. That is weird. Okay, hey guys, is anyone still... Hold on, how loud? No, it's fine. Is anyone still watching the stream?
I should stay out of trouble.
I'm not sure if people are watching. I might just end the stream if nobody's here. Continue playing by myself. It's been slow. Not much has been happening, really. So I don't blame people. Just kind of want to talk to everybody, see what's going on. There's a lot of dialogue here, but the characters are not very interesting.
I didn't see you.
I'm just passing by. I don't serve.
Yeah. Victory over health. Honor over life.
You look tired.
Yeah. Bandits, tribes, sodom all. Sleep, damn it, is the worst son of a bitch I ever fought. No sleeping, no. The service is eternal. Where would we be if Seawall took naps all the time? You need to serve. Not...
It will kill you. You need to rest. How long have you been awake?
I shut my eyes for about 15 minutes every day. Sometimes 20. Besides, a true keeper doesn't sleep. He keeps watch. The Old Mother will reward me after I'm dead. But I'm not gonna lie. That potion from Eber, our physician, works miracles. You could stand on the walls all day and night and not even think about closing your eyes.
It's giving them gamer subs.
What? Listen, pal, I never asked. I just came in the evenings when I was getting sleepy and took it. And then Yan put it somewhere else. Keeper's vigor. Good stuff.
You know, I think some sleep would do you good.
Sounds like you know. Once more, call to this glorious service by the grace of the sea. Serve.
Now, I wonder if I can increase the distance to look at stuff. There's a few distance. Right, it improved it a little bit. Alright guys, I am gonna stop the stream here. Thank you for joining. A few people showed up. Bleakneck, Elf Hunter, Uriah, and Daryl. Nice for swinging by. The game, it's alright. It definitely feels like an indie game. It's not.
Just keep your head down.
It's not very polished. It looks pretty great. Like there's a bunch of tricks deployed. Like this pillar looks exactly the same as this pillar, with the carvings on it and everything. But it's
The less attention,
you know,
the better.
it's effective. So I'm gonna play a bit more, but I'm gonna play by myself, you know. So, thank you for showing up.